Hello, and here we are. As promised yesterday, this is a lot of things that I have crafted. Unfortunately, I didn't film the crafting of these, but actually I think one of them in there may be filmed just because there are 3 in here that are repeats you've seen before, and I'm bringing them back in this video, and then some that were just crafted over the weekend. So we'll start off with some pearl earrings that I made over the weekend. The first pair, of course, is number 1. They're going to be $6. The first 3 items are all pearl earrings that will be $6. They're a little different. Each pair is a little different. These are freshwater potato pearls. I made the hooks and put them on. They just have a little pin. It's called not a pin head. What's it called? Head pins. Sorry, that's what they're called, head pins. That I bent over into ear wires, and that's what keeps the pearl on the pin. But they're sort of like a very light peachy, blushy pink, and Erlene is coming right along to model this for you. These are on silver tone wires. They don't, dangle and swing. They don't have movement, but that's how it looks on. And when you get these, well, they're freshwater pearls, so being a natural thing, they're not going to be identical. You're not going to find identical matches. So I found pairs of them that looked very similar to each other, and that's how I made the pairs. So this is the first pair. And the pearls is potato pearls, meaning they have this sort of like double conjoined twin kind of look to them. And they're about 1/2 inch long right there. The pearl itself is. And this is the first pair of them for $6. And all 3 of these are going to be silver tone wires. So this is number 2, and they're going to look a little different than the first pair. Same type of construction, same general color. They're all this sort of ivory color and sort of a blushy, very, very pale peachy pink. And they're all very similar in size with silver tone wires. So they all look very similar on Erlene, so I'm not going to bring her out for every pair. Number 2 is $6. And number 3, this one looks the most different than the other 2. This one looks kind of like little snowmen, I think, because the pearls are a little bit more separated, I guess, from the top to the bottom one. So those look like little snowmen to me. They're genuine, again, freshwater pearls. These have gold tone wires. I thought they all had silver tone. I forgot that I used gold tone on these. But there they are. And these are number 3 for $6. This video is going to be really short. It's just going to have 10 crafted items. I made this with some pearls that I got in that same lot, actually. It's a layered necklace, silver tone. I think this was a new chain I got, and I don't remember where I got it. I think it came in a craft lot a while back. I save chain all the time for projects, so at some point it just got put into my chain collection. So that's what it looks like. I'm trying to crowd so much stuff into the light box here. So that's how it hangs right here in the front. The other chain, this one is curb link. This is the main part of it. The layer, the second layer, the longer layer, attaches kind of halfway down. The curb chain attaches like that, and then that's where you have the pearl pendant. So the part that attaches for the longer layer is these alternating round and oval links. And then I made this little pendant here with this round ring, and then I put bead caps on these potato pearls. This one has a lot of separation. This one has no separation at all. It's just this oblong shaped pearl, kind of shaped like an eggplant. That one is. But they have these little botanical looking bead caps on the ends of each one. Then I wired them and linked them together to make this cute little pendant. There's a close-up look at the whole pendant. And this is just, let me take all of these out so you can get a better look at the whole thing, instead of it being kind of crowded up in the corner of the light box. So that's more what it looks like. A better idea, I guess, of what it looks like. And let me give you measurements on that. Right here is where the second chain attaches. Like I said, about halfway up. The curved chain is where the longer layer chain attaches. So the shorter layer has a drop of about just over 7 inches, about 7 1/4. The longer layer has a 9-inch drop. The extender is 3 inches long, which gives you another 1.5 inches of drop length. But there, this one is. Super, super pretty. And these chains, I believe both of these chains were new. I didn't see any wear or tone loss on them at all. But that one is number 4 for $8. Hand wired and capped genuine freshwater pearls and silver tone chain. Silver tone layered chain. Okay, number 5. This is a set I made. I got these larger stones a long time ago from Lindsay at Lindsay Clark, and I've been saving them. I've made some things, but I've been saving these bigger ones here, just waiting for the opportunity and more pieces to put them together to make something nice. So I made this little set, earring and necklace set. These, not with any of the smaller stones, but just this large right here. I had 3 of those from a J. Crew necklace that I'd gotten from Lindsay Clark. It was from a craft lot of hers. And then I put gold tone chain with it, and that's sort of like a twist style chain. The gold tone lobster clasp, that's a new clasp on there, and this is new chain. And then these little glass, sort of honey amber colored, a little bit of a rose, a little sprinkling dash of a rosy color on there too. These little faceted glass AB coated beads. And everything in here is gold tone. And I wired all of the beads, linked them together to make this chain that they're on, or to make a chain out of the beads. And then for a pendant, just right in the middle, I hung more of those little faceted beads off of this little J. Crew piece, and then attached the chain on each side. And then here's the back of the J. Crew piece that makes the pendant. And so that's what the necklace looks like. Just like that. And then the earrings look just like the pendant here. I just took, again, the J. Crew piece, and I hung the little gold stones, gold glass beads off of that, and then attached a post here. And I didn't have any gold tone posts. I know that would have looked better, but it's on the back and it won't show, so I thought that wouldn't really be a big deal. So I used what I had and attached these silver tone posts to the back. So now there is, and I hand wired those glass beads and attached them. So here's the set, and then I'll bring over Earlene to show you what the earrings look like when you would wear them. Just like that. It's kind of hard to show you because I've got to tilt it back, but you get the idea, hopefully, of how they would look when you have them on. These larger J. Crew stones are sort of a citrine color, but they're just glass stones, your typical J. Crew glass stones. These are new backs, new posts that I glued on there. And then these beads, I don't remember where I got these beads from, but they're very shiny and sparkly and possibly new. I don't remember where I got them from, so I can't say for sure, but I think they're new just because of how they look. But there you go. This little set right here. And that's item number 5. The whole set together is item number 5 for $10. And I really am glad that I finally made something out of those 3 stones. They were so pretty, and I was just waiting for just the right inspiration to hit, I guess. I was just needing a good idea for those. And that happened to come this weekend. So that's number 5. Number 6, this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. The next 3 are items you've seen before. These are purse charms. Purse charms with a key ring attached to them. This was an earring. The mate to it, I think something was wrong with the mate. And so this was all I was able to salvage, was this one. So I made it into a purse charm. It's these white seed beads with gold tone findings, and then attached it with a little chain here to a big lobster clasp, and there you go. It's 6 inches from the top of the hook to the bottom of the charm, and that's that one. It's number 6 for $8. Typically, my purse charms I do for $8 to $10 or $8 to $12 here on my videos, but on eBay I list them for $12 and up. So this one actually used to be, you can see where I scribbled that out. This one used to be 10, but I marked it down to 8 just because I didn't notice something before. There's just there's light scratching on here, which I did notice before, but there's just, when I looked at it again, there's more scratching, and then here's a birthmark from where I made it. But some of those are unavoidable. This was unavoidable. There was an earring post right there that I removed, and I had to just use a metal file to sand that down so it wouldn't scratch or snag your clothes or anything. And the surrounding area gets scratched when that happens. You can't really do anything about that. But anyway, just because of all of the scratching, I took $2 off of that. But this is a purse charm. I was pretty surprised that one didn't go because it's so cute and has the little hearts and says love. And then it has this cascade of hearts. This was an earring, and this was an earring, and this was an earring. So I put them all together. I put wire through this one after I took the post off of it, put wire through it, then made a loop at the bottom to hang this one and this one from, and then hung a little extra rhinestone off the bottom of that. So there's this sweet little purse charm here. And from the top of the clasp to the bottom is just almost 6 inches. Now this clasp is a little more kind of rosy colored. This is what kind of clasp it is. It's a little more rosy colored than the rest of everything on here, but it's not terrible. Like, it's not really a rose gold. It's just more of a warm tint, I guess, than the rest of the gold tone on here. Oh, and this was missing. I had to attach a new rhinestone right there. But there's that one, and it's number 7 for $8. And see, just a few more pieces to go. This is the last one of the ones you would have seen before. This one has a piece of druzy with gold tone around the sides. It's smooth on this side, and then it has the little rough druzy crystals on the front. This was an earring? No, this was a pendant that I just no, it wasn't a pendant. What am I thinking? This was a clip earring, and I took the clip off of it. And then there was something else hanging down where this little vine is right there. I think there was something hanging off of that originally, maybe. I can't remember now. But anyway, it's a little leaf with lots of detail on it. And then the piece of druzy and the chain. I attached all of that together and put it on the clasp with a key ring on it. And this is real druzy, so it's got that weight of an actual piece of stone. The overall length on it is almost 6 inches. And again here, this one's a little more rosy colored. You can probably tell as you're looking here. And that's really 3 different shades of gold tone, and probably 4 different if you count that. But as I've said before, with upcycled pieces, when you're using various pieces that came from different sources, it's almost impossible to get everything the exact same shade when you're talking about your gold tones and silver tones. So sometimes they will look a little different, and that's really just part of the beauty of upcycled things, in my opinion. Other people might not feel the same, but that's what I think about it. That's number 8, and that one is $10. It's a nice heavy piece of druzy there. Now the last 2 pieces are also purse charms, but I just made these over the weekend from a pair of earrings. And you would have seen these, I think I unboxed these recently, and you may have seen them in an unboxing. But here's what the earrings looked like this. But this, like from the side, it would have just looked like this. This is the top of another earring. The post was gone off of this one, so I took the post off of this one and then glued those together. So you've got this all the way around design with seed bead, little turquoise colored acrylic seed beads, and sort of a tassel little jellyfish design with a gold tone lobster clasp. This is, again, that kind of, not quite rose gold, I don't think, but it does have that kind of rosy tint to it. Little bit of scratching there. But very cute. And that one is $10. Actually, because of that scratching, I'm going to take that one down to $8 also. Trying to reuse bags, it gets really messy after a while. But number 9 is $8. And it's just this pretty turquoise colored beaded purse charm. And the very last one is made from the other earring right here. So let's take number 9 out of the way. Number 10 is just the little jellyfish part. And then this was a little millefiori glass heart that was drilled through to be a pendant or a bead. And I had gotten that from Fire Mountain Gems. It's got beautiful colors. It's really pretty blue. You have reds and oranges and yellows and blue with the little flower designs. Then gold tone clasp. And then I attached the little tassel part, the little jellyfish part of the other earring to the bottom of that. So here's that purse charm. The overall length on this one, I don't remember if I gave a length on the other one. The overall length on this one is about 5.5 inches. I think it's about the same on the other one. Well, I'll measure the other one in just a minute. So about 5.5 inches is the overall length on that. Acrylic, turquoise colored beads, and a little glass Millefiori heart, and new lobster clasp here, gold tone. And it's got some nice weight to it, I guess, from the little heart and the clasp. And with that one, from Fire Mountain Gems, they included a little freebie pack that had these little hearts in it. And these were not drilled, so I glued posts on the back of these, and I think they kind of clouded up, if you can see that, I think they kind of clouded up the hearts, especially like this one looks a little more white, this one looks a little more clear, but I would rather give them to somebody than throw them away because somebody might want those. So these are just a gift with the purchase. For anybody who buys the other Millefiori heart charm, purse charm, you can also have this little project that didn't quite turn out the way I expected it to. Little pair of glass Millefiori earrings. And that's it, number 10 for 10. So that is my little craft lot for this this Wednesday little sale, little pop-up sale. I might try to also do a purse sale later this week. I can't promise that, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm trying to get some things out of my house before I put up my Christmas decorations. We always wait until after Thanksgiving to do that. So my deadline's coming up. I need to get things out of my dining room. So I might have a purse sale to help with that. But thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me today. And if you enjoyed this content, please click the thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. Share it with someone else who you think might also enjoy it. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.